What the Roach Motel, weekdays 6 to 10 on 104.9 The X. Roach, weekdays 6 to 10 on 104.9 The X.
Germaine, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Ken, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. We did it, fellas. We did it. We got a conference call going on.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's up. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this edition of North Florida Sports Journal. We got Coach Ken in the house, and we got a special guest, Mr. Germaine Scott. Thank you. Hey, guys, so Coach Ken, man, I hear that you out there at practice right now. What practice are you at, bro?
I'm at Elite, if I'm practice.
10-4. Now, what can you tell us about Gators Elite, bro?
Oh, man, I mean, I see a lot of they looking good. They solid all the way around, you know. I mean, got some quality coaches, so I mean, I see all around program looking pretty good, real good.
Yes, sir. Is
I'm really getting a look at them, so they look good.
Yeah. Is Coach Derek Ford part of that program, bro?
Yeah, he's a part of the program, and he helping out on I think KU and the rest of the crew. So everybody, I mean, good former elite, they giving back. So that's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Because also, I want to talk about some coaches, bro. And it just so happened that D Ford is part of one of the coaches, man. He played under one of the coaches, Coach Lucius Mitchell. You know, and I want to be able to talk about Coach Lou a little bit.
Oh yeah, Lou one of my coaches also. And what I would say about a coach like Lou, what make the love that he shared. You know, we at coming at a young age, we really didn't care about what we know until you see how much you care. Lou, he showed care from start to finish. I mean, he fed us, he helped us, he did whatever he had to do to keep us going and keep us moving forward. And you know, you can't do nothing but give him much respect and salute a coach like that. He don't want to leave. He is one of the best that came through in the Little League era. No
doubt. And Germaine, bro, when you started playing football, bro, like what was one of like your influences to really get you out there and play?
Oh wow, man. There's several people, I guess, that I could probably call out. You know, for one, a lot of people probably don't even know Coach Etron, but he was one that just happened to see us playing out in the field. You know, we used to play sandlot.
Yeah.
For all the old schoolers, you know, no pads, no nothing.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Throw up football.
Yes, sir. So, you know, he saw that we were pretty rough, man, and he came out there and recruited. He said, man, I would you like to come play football for PAD? I said, what's PAD? People are getting drunk. I said, okay. Yeah. We used to practice right out there at Northeast Pier, you know, and he was one of those guys, man, that just kind of, you know, took us away from, you know, everything that was going on within the hood, you know, and took us up under his wing, and we really grind out there, and he taught us manhood and how to do different things, man, as far as like stepping outside of your comfort zone. So,
yeah.
I would have to say Coach Detron, man.
Wow, that's what's up, bro.
Well, I remember when pretty much they had one of the best teams that came through in their era, their age group. I mean, it was dominant 10. I think they went like 10-0. Did everything in the city, man. I remember that team. That was a dominant team.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a bunch of the heavy hitters, and the thing is, we had a bunch of those guys from Duval, you know, Ford and Derek Harris, and you know, a lot of those guys. We had Corey from I think it was Cambridge, and you know, a lot of crosstown fellas. We all used to ride our bikes and meet up right there in Northeast Park.
Exactly.
You know, so
for real, that was solid, man. That was solid. That was football was great back in that era. For real.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you know, that's what it took, fellas. Like, we would get out there. You know, we were motivated to play. We wanted to play for our friends. We had the heart to do it. We didn't want to disappoint each other.
Right.
Yeah, and what I see the difference is, See, we were discovered. I mean, we was already doing it before we became organized football. So when the only difference was we just converted into the organized football. These kids here, you think you got to just throw them in and you got to start off organized. So they really ain't been exposed to that real sandlot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a different breed and a different mindset that we had compared to this generation here.
Yeah, exactly. So, fellas, do you think things are too easy right now for these kids?
No, I won't say it's too easy. They really got it better, but I don't think they can be maximized to the fullest, you know? I mean, it's our job as adults, as former players and athletes to want to give back to make them have better, but it's not always going on like that, but I think we're in a good direction. It takes time, but I like the direction that we're heading, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody, you know, different kids come from different upbringings, and so you got, you know, some kids that you just got to be a little bit more hands-on, I guess, than you will with the guys that have the mom and the dad in the house. Because, you know, you don't have many that have both parents in the house. So, you know,
exactly.
You want to make sure that you're hands-on, kind of like my son right now. You know, as you all know, you know, he's in college and everything right now.
Yes, sir, bro. Congratulations on that. You know what I mean? I want to give you your props, bro, for, you know, standing in there and guiding your son right there on that path, bro.
Right. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But, you know, I can't say that it was easy, but the thing that what I'm most proud of is that, you know, I had to kind of take him away from everything that I was probably brought up on. Things that I didn't want him to see was things that I kind of came up seeing.
Gotcha.
You know, I kind of paid that price for you. So, you know, I love you, and you got to listen to somebody. You might as well listen to somebody that loves you. You know, so for you to actually make it to the next level, you've got to be able to have a level head and have people that's going to guide you, teach you, and give you tough love. A lot of these kids don't want that tough love. They kind of rebel from it, but you got to be able to be hands-on and stay the course, man. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, exactly. And Mr. Scott, you speak on your son being, you know, in college. So when it came time for him accepting his offer or getting to the school, did you at any point decide, you know what, I want to move with my son so I could be closer to my son, you know, so he can have some home cooking or just have me there? Did that thought ever come across your mind, sir?
It actually didn't, Corey, believe it or not, man. Like I told him, look, son, it's your decision. You know, he did an official visit to Auburn. He did an official visit to Mississippi State. He went to Troy, did an official visit. And like I told him, I say, look, all I can do as your dad, I think I've done everything that I can to get you where you are right now.
Yeah.
At this point, you're a young man, and I expect you to, you know, take everything that I've taught you and put it into play at this point.
Wow.
You know, I gave him what I thought about the schools, and I let him make his own decision. You know, he chose Southern Miss. The coaches came and sat in my front room, and they talked to him, and they told him about the education and what they expected from him and the treatment that he was going to get. He was receptive to that, and that's the school that he picked.
Wow.
You know? So
good stuff.
Southern Miss.
Wow. All right, yo, we're just gonna
Awesome.
We're just gonna take a quick break right now so we can get some water, pay some bills. But keep watching North Florida Sports Journal.
The Roach Motel Radio Show.
The following takes place between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m.
Roach on 104.9. The X.
What's good in the hood? We done paid them bills. Everybody is gravy. And my guest in the house, Mr. Germaine Scott, Mr. Kenneth Johnson. I thank the fellas for giving us their time. You know, in this last segment that we got, you know, it's about our motivations, you know, and why we chose the paths that we chose. You know, just for myself, fellas, if I can go first, I want to talk about my senior year. You know, I was a running back, also linebacker, special teams, all that, whatever. And I was recruited, you know, by some schools. One of them happened to be Mississippi State. And I'm looking at locally, Terry Jackson, he's playing at PK Young, doing his thing. His brother Willie Jackson was still doing his thing. So running back, yeah, I think he's secure over there. So Mr. Willie Cohen out of Bradford County was a beast. You know, they was recruiting him, you know, for running back. So I'm like, wow, that's one person who I can't, you know, really, I can compete, but man, they taking him, you know, and they already had Ty Baker the year before. So I'm like, the local talent, they got all that. Me, I'm good, but what other options do I have? So the Marines, bro, they offered me almost the same thing, plus they gonna pay me. I chose that route, and I'm glad I did. What about you, Mr. Scott, bro? When you were playing, did you really think that, you know, you could be the best NFL running back and, you know, and try to be that?
Oh my God, boy, I knew from day one, man. You know, I mean, I always strive to be the best. I mean,
Yes, sir.
If you're not, then what do you do? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, so, you know, and coming up, you know, I was always one of those guys where I wanted to be the best on the team. I knew if I was the best on the team, I knew I would probably be, you know, the first one to get a scholarship or get a star position in high school.
Yes, sir.
You know, so, you know, I always wanted to put forth my very best in everything that I did, man. And that's the same way that I teach my kids. But, you know, in high school, I played against guys like Dante Culpepper.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yes, sir. 3-time Pro Bowler. Yes, sir.
3-4 touchdowns every game. And I can't say that we were the exceptions because they beat us too. But I can say, and I got my highlights, and I got a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Okay, you got that tape.
Yeah. And put up close to 100 yards that game.
Yes, sir.
And, I think the final score was 35 to 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I got my highlights that
Okay.
game. But, you know, just playing against guys like that, man, they brought out the very best in you when you competed.
They did.
They brought out the best in you.
Mike Peterson.
Mike
Peterson also.
Yeah, another guy that I can highlight was Lee Jump, man.
Yes, sir. From Palatka, yes, sir.
He was amazing. And then you had Adrian Peterson, guys like that.
Yes,
guys
sir. The first AP that we knew.
Yes, sir, man. And so, you know, I wanted to go to the NFL just like a lot of other young kids do, but at the same time, you got to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row and understand that sometimes it don't always work out, man. That's a fraction of the people that go to the NFL. So don't put all of your marbles in one basket. Have a backup plan. You know, that's what I'll say to that. But
of course.
Now, you know, I'm a service manager at a Fortune 500 company. I'm blessed to be able to take care of my family.
Congratulations, bro.
Live a good life, and so, you know, I thank God that I graduated and did the things that I needed to do to get ahead in life and have strong parents, grandmother and a mother and a brother that actually coaches in Gainesville right now for GTM Hurricane.
Okay, that's love.
You know, that kind of, you know, kept his foot on my neck to keep me straight, you know, in school, because I could have easily went astray.
Yeah.
And so did all these other things, man. But, you know, I kind of chose to take a different path, you know, and have my kids come up the way that I didn't come up and try to create a head start for them that I didn't have. And that's the legacy that we got to kind of create for these kids nowadays, man.
No doubt.
I agree, 100.
And Ken, what about you, bro? When you were playing, bro, did you think that, you know what I'm saying, you was going to break Walter Payton record, bro? You know what I'm saying? You think you was going to do something like that?
Well, I grew into it. What happened with me, you know, I come from the hood, so you know, I took my childhood friends on my back because I wanted to offer them better. Yeah. And I ain't like the hand that they was dealt. So, you know, they protected me, they paid the way. So I took them on my back and wanted to make it, not just to say I made it, but also try to make a better life and help my community. Yeah. So that's always been my passion of giving back and want to make a difference. The journey was great until I got to my senior year. Got to my 9th grade year in high school. You know, I ended up finding out I was losing my dad, and my dad was dying, and you know, it kind of took me by the storm. You know, so even though I had a decent season, but I was grieving in secret, and that kind of, and I lost my senior year, so that kind of like my dream died when he died. Yeah. But I kind of overcame it and still tried to go for it. I ended up winning Canadian Canada League and went to tryouts. but I just couldn't go there. It was too far away for me to be able to come out playing football. So I gave up after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my heart was to give back regardless. But I was glad to see Kiana Jones and Adrian Peterson, them boys make it. And, you know, just to be there and see how they did, that was just good enough for me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So at least somebody in that era represented and made it. And I even told that Leon Payne, he had a pretty decent year, a couple years in college. So, you know, I was happy for that. But that was my era. Especially the backs with Leon Payne and Anderson. Them guys I had, Germaine Scott, them guys, we had some people every in the city. So that what made us that motivation. It's just that competition. It's fun on Friday, but after that, it's all love. You know, I still respect the guys every day to day. Got respect for all the guys on mutual respect. So other than that, man, you know, we just, my kids want to get them kids better than what we had. That's why I created an organization. That's why I started to try to pave the way, because I understand. I seen the struggle coming up, and I know what's going on now. So, you know, we want to try to make the changes and different that we want to see happen for the next generation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Ken, I want to thank you, bro, for being involved with your school, you know, for staying involved with Eastside, you know, and helping that program, bro, as much as you can. My hat's off to you and salute.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, it's just like it's Eastside, but even though I went there, but it seems like it's a little more because Eastside was always that black sheep. I mean, lack of support, lack of funding, lack of everything, you know. Yeah. So I want to be the change. The change I want to see happen Eastside, I had to go and create that change. I had to go and see that team negotiate that change, and that's what I did today. You know, and let them know this is what I'm able to do, this is what I want to do, this is how we can work together. And you know, at the end of the day, we're touching and agreeing. So I was happy for that because I think it's time for that change to happen for Eastside. You know, it's not about winning the game or about football. It's about life and about giving kids opportunities that we have with coming up.
Yeah.
Wow, that's powerful, bro. That real quick, man, because I just wanted to give both of you guys props for what you both are doing. Because, Ken, I mean, for you to be doing what you're doing for these young guys, I mean, I know a lot of this stuff is just volunteer work. So the love and the you know, the appreciation that you have for the game and these young folks walking in the right path and having somebody to follow and look up to, man, that goes a long way, man. We definitely need guys like you in the community, you know, and a lot more to go along with you for that matter, man, to get these guys on the straight and narrow, because we do need a lot more father figures and guys like you that really care about the community. And the same thing with you, boy. I mean, just being able to put this message out there, you know, at this capacity for our community, man, there's nothing bigger right now, man, to be able to, you know, to broadcast something like this for our people to kind of stand up and love and listen to and get behind, man. So that's big for both of you guys.
Thank you.
Exactly, man. I agree, Corey. It's a great thing because we never had this, and to be able to do this for the kids on this level, it's only the sky's the limit, man. It only gets better, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm glad God was able to use you to pave the way to create this opportunity for us to be able to reach back to the next generation and speak to them and inspire them.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you. That's it for North Florida Sports Journal for this evening. Catch us next week. I got a special guest for you. I'm not going to announce it yet, but just stay tuned. Thanks a lot, guys, for your time. Y'all be easy, all right?
All right, man. Y'all do all right. Much love.
The Roach Motel Radio Show.
The following takes place between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m.